I'm James Barron. I'd like to welcome you to our gallery in South Connecticut. This will be our first exhibition at the AVA Art Show. We're very excited to have an exhibition called Solitary Wave. And a solitary wave is after a mathematical formula devised by relatives of Mortar Dryer. This is a painting by Mortar Dryer called EKG. The relatives were at the Panama Canal and they saw a wave that was standing and yet it was moving. So our exhibition is about abstraction, which has an energy which is built but is contained and is not released. We're looking at relationships between this painting, EKG, where it's almost like the inverse of the wave, and this Anthony Carroll from 1967, made out of metal. This is at a time where Carroll had liked the gravitational pull, so it feels almost like this element is flipping up and the whole piece is going to go off the table. So it's again this idea of energy that's contained, that wants to explore what it is, but it's not going to release itself. This idea of a wave pattern that peaks and it keeps moving laterally, this intersection between science, art, nature, and mathematics. Here are two works, a Soloway gouache, where you see this explosion of energy and it keeps coming in towards the center. So it's not as though it is a wave that releases itself. And I'm intrigued with not only this sculpture by Beverly Pepper, but the shadows and how the shadows play almost right into the silhouette. And this writing in space where the steel, the metal, just flows as though it's just trapped in air. So this was in the collection of Carbonente until quite recently. And again, the exploration between the intersection of Soloway, his exploration in gouache, and Beverly Pepper in both bronze and also steel from 1963. One of the things that intrigues us is to bring abstraction and modernism in American art into today. So we're going from Soloway, Beverly Pepper, Mortar Dryer, into Pam Glick. This is one of her most recent works. I would argue it's one of the best paintings she's ever done. Recently she came upon this zip, which is clearly a riff on Barnett Newman, his zips, but how she tones it down with this kind of tighter pattern of orange and black, and then the lacy line that comes on top of it, almost a riff on a Jackson Pollock drip. I also see almost like elevator doors that are closing. Is this the slit from another room, or does it protrude into our space? In either case, we're really delighted to show Pam's work at the fair and to bring modernism right into today.